So, Melissa, today what we're gonna do?
We're gonna make Turkish Kofte, but with meat this time.
Yes, this is an alternative. I like to show you guys instead of your traditional Sunday roast. I know it's very delicious. I love myself Sunday roast, but maybe in summer months, instead of having a roast beef, roast chicken with lots of vegetables, obviously that's also very healthy. Why don't we try this? And we call it Köfte, the Turkish style. And the sauce is made from aubergines, baked in the oven, some tomatoes, some yogurt, some garlic. It's really nice, believe me, you would really like it. And we call this beğendi. Beğenmek in Turkish, liked it very much. So
what does beğendi mean?
Beğendi, it means he or she liked it so much. So
that
is where it comes from. And we have names like that, hünkar beğendi. Hünkar, it means the sultan or the king liked it so much, so that's where it comes from. So
in a nutshell, we're doing meatballs in an aubergine sauce. So in Turkish version, it's köfte beğendi.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. So can I start first? We have got some aubergines in here. Again, there are 5 in here, but you can have less or you can a bit more because they shrink very quickly in the oven. So what you do, you just make them a little bit of escape holes on this, what do you call it in English? Pricks, little pricks. Little pricks I'm doing. So, pricking the aubergine, if you like. Aubergine is a summer vegetable. We have that in Turkey. Right, okay, this is going to go into oven like this.
No oil?
No oil whatsoever. We want to bake them like jacket potato. And
200 degrees.
200 degrees. I press one of the settings in your circle terms it says. So let's see how we get on. Ideally, you should have this charcoal on the barbecue in the summer months.
You can blister it on the gas.
You could do that as well, so it is more smoky, the more taste it goes into the aubergine itself.
And how long do they be in the oven for?
At least 25-30 minutes, but some aubergines might be taking longer, the skin maybe thicker or the oven works, so you have to look at it, you have to see inside is like mushed up, like a jacket potato is like crumbled and mushy, so that's what you realize that it is cooked, okay? Now the next ingredients, we have got mincemeat.
500 grams of beef, 500 grams of lamb mince to make the köfte.
Yeah. The reason I mix with lamb with the steak means so to arrange the fat content, because lamb is very tasty, but if it is too much of lamb it will be a bit heavy, I think, in your stomach. In Turkey they give you this in a very special cut underneath of the ribs, and it's, I don't know how to describe that in England to the butchers. Everything is pre-packed nowadays, so but that's the next best thing to what we would have got in Turkey. So this is it. So steak means with 5% fat and lamb maybe 20-25% fat, okay? So we've got this mixture. Then we have grated some onions. It's a large, one very large onion. It was as big as a quince. So you can see the juice in here. I wanted to show you. I don't like the juice into the meat because it will be so digesting wise, you will struggle to digest it. So I always get rid of the onion juice. You can use that for some other purposes, but today I will be getting rid of that.
So I'm going to squeeze it out?
I will be squeezing all the juice, as you can see in here. I don't know if Leonardo can see this. Yeah, okay, good. So I'm going to be turning back and then getting rid of this juice. This is our onions, so we will be putting the onions in. Melissa grated these onions, so she was crying, believe me guys. She had to put her makeup again, don't she? so am I allowed to say that or not allowed to say that? Sorry.
Try to push it.
Right, okay, so we've done that. Then we have got some spices in here, which I like to show you. We have got salt. Let's start with salt. Approximately 2 teaspoons.
Well, it looks like 1.
Okay, well, I put
1 to 2.
okay 1 to 2, but it's up to you guys. Maybe you cook first and then you say oh, it's too much, too less, or whatever. So I used, I think, 1 teaspoon, isn't it? But it was a generous teaspoon. So we put that onto our mixture. Then we put black pepper, granulated.
1 to 2.
2 teaspoon. I put. Then we have got paprika, but the Turkish style, which is like the flakes. In here we put.
If you want the Turkish style, head to the Robin Foods website and order your, your Turkish vegetables and spices from there. We highly recommend.
Yeah, and we will be using tomato paste again to give a bit of coloring.
So kind of around 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons.
Tomato paste.
Then
2 tablespoons of red pepper paste.
Red pepper paste. I used not the hot ones, just in case. It's too fiery to be cool. Then
bicarbonate soda.
Bicarbonate soda, but just let me mix this a little bit because it's just okay. Okay, now we put a bit of this soda bicarbonate.
So like 1
this
teaspoon.
Makes it like more squidgy, more bouncy in your mouth when you're eating. Okay, so I put that on. Right. Then we used everything, and a little bit.
Breadcrumbs.
We'll first of all squeeze them, and then we'll decide how much breadcrumbs we'll be using. So I've got a bit of parsley, chopped parsley. I put it in there. I will keep some for garnishing as well later on.
So a sprinkling of parsley. Again, personal taste. How much you add.
If you don't like it, don't do it. And also, I find this, you need to finely chop this, because if it is too big, it will catch in your teeth, and sometimes it sticks on the back of your gum. I struggle to breathe.
And you walk around all day with something in your teeth.
Yeah. Right, okay, so I just put this in here. So I'm going to be having a go at this now.
Remember to use one hand in case you have to.
Yeah, always keep the other hand free so you can hit somebody. We will be also using egg. I will be asking my daughter, my beautiful daughter, to break 1 egg, please. Could you do that? You're capable of doing that, do you think?
I am very capable.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so that, going like that. So we just mix this, maybe good 20 minutes, I recommend.
20, that's a long time.
Yeah, it is 20 minutes. Because it needs to mix well. If it doesn't mix well, you just have like different cuts of taste in it, like lamb on one side, beef on the other side. So I would suggest we put a little bit of breadcrumbs onto this.
Okay. So how do you know how much breadcrumbs to add?
Yeah, just we want to be able to shape this, so maybe that's fine.
Okay, so I've added a tablespoon of breadcrumbs.
The reason we're putting the breadcrumbs to give us the consistency for this mincemeat mixture, to be able to shape, and then when you're cooking it, you don't want this to be fluffing out and then crumbling in your cooking thing. So you need to be.
So if you have stale bread, this is the perfect recipe. You know how like bananas, you do banana bread. Stale bread, you can do köfte.
Never throw the old bread, because you can just whiz through that in your chopper and then blender, and then just freeze it in your freezer, and then wait till for the right moment to use it. If you're doing fish and chips, you can use it in the flour, isn't it? You can mix, or you're doing, what's that German schnitzel? If you're doing chicken, you can use.
We can cook our köfte. So how do you shape the Turkish köfte?
You just wet your hand so it doesn't stick onto your fingers, and then we just have a nice Teflon pan. in here.
So you just use non-stick, you don't need to use any
Non-stick
oil?
one. We'll see, this should be fat enough, but we might have to use it. So I will try not to use any more olive oil. So we just shape them as however you like. Don't make it too thick, otherwise the middle bit won't maybe cook. So I will just flattish do that way, and don't have the heat too much, just do slow cooking on this. Towards the end we will turn the heat up.
For those who haven't watched our lentil köfte video, if you're vegan or vegetarian, check out the lentil version, and it's a very similar technique of how to mold the köfte. So this is like a children's favourite, wasn't it? Because you were a very fussy eater when you were young.
I was very fussy eater.
But you always used to love köfte. It's like a very safe, kid-friendly food, I'd say.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't eat steak when you were little, so you would eat köfte. I don't know, somehow I couldn't eat meat like.
Your mum used to chase you up the trees trying to get you to eat.
The fig tree I used to climb up to run away.
Because you hated
Forced
eating.
to eat. And I didn't like it at
now
all.
you can't get enough
I
of
can't
food.
stop eating. Things you do for your kids, isn't it? You just have to look after their health. You can see the nice sizzling sound. So I won't cook too many. Let's try.
No, we scratch the pan below.
I know, but I'm just very gentle. Look.
And you just flip it over when it's golden
Because
brown.
it's not sticking onto the pan, which is good, because that's what the consistency we want. Okay.
Yeah.
Normally, I forgot to mention, if you're doing this meal, you do the mincemeat a day before. Let it marinate, let it, get itself ready for the next day. But we just rushed it today. But the taste will be okay, but if you can keep it waiting, it's better. Right, so I turned this on now very slow because we don't want this to cook too quickly. We're ready now for our aubergines. I checked them.
Great, so the aubergines are all blistered and crackled and all mushy inside.
Now we need a platform to clean them up. They will be very hot, so we need to...
Use this plate.
Yeah, okay, we can use this plate.
Do we need a knife then?
Yeah, we need a knife. So I'm just going to leave this köfte cooking very slowly on this end while we're preparing the sauce.
We're not doing anything.
We're doing the aubergines now, yeah. We need to prepare the sauce while the köfte is still cooking in there very, very slowly.
So just cut all that bit out then. Just come straight in.
So we just, okay. Now the next thing is to have these aubergines.
So we're doing the aubergine sauce.
So you just have a nice big spoon. Can I have a nice big spoon, please?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
This is one of my favourite mezes. They do this with yogurt and they just do this and it's so smoky and delicious. Really, really good.
If you were to do this on a charcoal, it will be much better. So we're just going to put this straight onto here, into our serving dish pan.
Okay, so we can do that now with all the aubergines.
So what we have done, we empty all of the aubergine in here, it's like that, and I just put a little bit more cutting onto this, like that on the top, so they are like nice and separated from each other. Then we will be putting garlic a little bit onto this.
So 3 garlic cloves?
Maybe 2, 3. I don't like too much, but I think we've done quite a lot of garlic in here. But you just use just a little bit garlic, okay?
Kind of 1 garlic clove then.
Okay. Then we're going to heat that up now. Continue to heat that up. We need to do it low heat. Then our köfte is cooking in here, so I'll just bring it in here.
So we put the aubergines.
So we're almost ready. What I like to do is cook them as a garnish, but on fire. So if we can turn this that way, I can be.
So you can only do this really if you have a gas.
Yes, but you don't have to cook, or you can oven cook it if it's up to you. But I just like to cook it like this on the flames. Okay, so it might be setting the fire, but never mind. Okay, we need to turn it down. So we're going to be putting our garlic yogurt onto this. We strain the excess juice of the yogurt, if you remember.
Yeah, so you want to add kind of half a cup of yogurt to make it nice and creamy. Other people tend to do like a roux with the flour and butter and milk, but we're just using yogurt. It's easier.
Yeah, also please be careful when you're putting the yogurt in. This yogurt has been in the room temperature, so it's not going from extreme fridge temperature into the hot pan. So,
otherwise it will curdle.
It will curdle, so just to make sure that you just do that. Okay.
The peppers are turning nicely.
Yeah, turning. This is just a decor, and in the Turkish restaurant they will be cooking this on the charcoal, you see. And I haven't got that, I'm doing this. So that's all nice flavors starting to come out. So we will be putting this inside of our sauce.
It smells incredible. I'm so excited to get into this.
Right, we are not done yet, so you have to be just a bit of more patience. So you put this sweet chili Turkish peppers in here on the side, right? And then we're going to be putting that on the side just to decorate our dish. Okay, now you're not ready to eat yet because we need to do nice sauce on this. We have got a pide. If you haven't got this, don't worry, you can manage without this, or you can have a naan bread. So I'm going to warm this up a little bit in the oven because...
Sprinkle some water.
Yeah, I'm going to sprinkle some water. Almost there, but we haven't finished yet. Sorry.
And by the
I'm
way, make sure to stay at the end because we're going to put in a bonus recipe for you to try out. So make sure to watch to the end.
So what we're going to do, this is going to be ticking very gently. Very gently, very small heat, okay? Then we're going to do another sauce in here, which is our
the buttery tomato sauce.
Buttery tomato sauce. So that we need.
So kind of what they put on the Iskender kebab, perhaps?
Well, similar to that, but that is my version, so it's not fair to say exactly the same, but it's my version.
So a knob of
just
butter.
A knob of butter. And we need to be heating that as well. Oh, you can see. The magic is working. So we need to heat that up. Have you got any pan that we can warm this? Oh, I can use this one, can't I? Sorry.
I thought we were warming up in there.
No, it just... so we need to have a paprika onto this.
So you're doing a paprika butter.
Paprika in a butter.
So kind of 2 teaspoons of paprika in some butter.
And
So another knob of butter.
yeah, because I realized this is not enough, so...
So 2 knobs of butter with a teaspoon of paprika.
You can see how much you want. You want some juice. So this, we just turn this off because it will melt itself anyway. So that thing is bubbling away.
So really you've got the köfte, the aubergine sauce, the paprika butter, and then the tomato sauce.
Okay. So just do it like this.
Yeah, into strips.
Yeah, into the strips.
Okay.
Like that, okay? And then you just go this way, so
Yeah.
it's smaller sections, okay?
This is very chitter.
It is, yeah, it is like crackling. Crackling. So we go into the final heating of our food. Okay. maybe you should use a naan bread because this pide is quite thick.
Or we just
And we will just put that on decoration on the sides. And
soak up all the juices. Nice Turkish pide.
Yeah.
Wow, what a feast!
Yeah.
Shame you guys can't come and taste it with us.
Next time in the garden we can do. Okay, so then we have the sauce that we prepared. Scattered around like this. Pide with it. It will be really nice. Tomato and pide. Oh, it will go really well. Eline sağlık.
Yeah, let's try it first to see whether we want to give good help.
Okay, so we've got this final thing. This is if you've got cholesterol and all these things, don't maybe have it as a nutritionist. I'm sure you will say that.
Yeah, this is
so you just put this butter on the top.
Wow.
And it's just like that.
This is very kind of Iskender kebab style.
Yes, this is now Iskender's kebab style, but not identical. It's my own recipe in here, so I don't want to be taking your credit for that. So
wow, that looks amazing. What do you guys think? Is this something that you would make? Definitely a few steps, but if you break it down, it is quite simple. We've got the köfte, the pureed aubergine with just some yogurt, tomato sauce, and a bit of butter with paprika, and some garnish if you want it. We really hope that you enjoyed this video, and make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
See you. Bye bye.
Okay, you stayed for the bonus clip. In this little bonus, we're going to show you a different recipe to try. So once you've kneaded the meat, instead of putting the aubergines in the oven, what you're going to do is slice them into chunks. So around kind of this size chunks, we're going to slice.
Okay. And then you wet your hands before you touch the mincemeat. It's really nicely kneaded. You can see 20 minutes I've been working in here. Like that.
And it's just going to be aubergine köfte, like a pattern.
Okay, and then we've got some roasted tomatoes in here, which we've done a couple of days ago. I always buy lots of tomatoes from the market when they reduce the prices. I roast them in the oven with salt, black pepper, and sometimes you can put basil in it, sometimes garlic on it. So I've done one of those. So I'm going to be using that one to decorate this a little bit. So here we go.
And then how long does it need in the oven?
Well, this will need maybe 40 minutes at least. So like that. You can put oregano as well, just as an idea. Okay, so that covers like that. And then goes into the oven.
Great.
Okay.
So we hope you enjoyed this little bonus. Let me know which recipe you prefer, and we'll see you in next week's video. Thanks for watching.
Bye.